Warning! The following is not made for kids. It's for older fans and adults who still like the franchise. So, Copper?
Fuck right off!
Enjoy. Rose by the Sea. Rosie is a young, chipper dockside shunter. She works at the big harbour near Knapford, helping to load trucks and shunting together trains for the bigger engines to take away. She's a hard worker, but can often get too obsessed with her jobs, leaving her exhausted by the end of the day. You know, Henry, she sighed one day, I never like complaining about the work, but sometimes I wonder what it would be like to take a break. Engines like us spend all day shunting and pulling. It wears my boiler out. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to take a holiday, like what people do during the summer. Henry just snorted.
Engines don't go on holidays, Rosie. How can we? What would we even do? Who would do our work while we're off?
Rosie pondered this for a moment. Well, I can't answer the last bit, but you know what I would do? I'd park on a nice siding near the beach and just enjoy the days. Wouldn't that be lovely? I've been near the ocean my entire life, but hardly ever gotten the chance to enjoy it. A few days off at the beach is just what a hard-working tank engine needs.
You're welcome to it,
snorted Henry, remembering his own past experiences with the ocean. Rosie didn't have time to ponder for long. She had to get back to work. It didn't take long for her to get tired again, and the hot weather wasn't helping either. Her crew decided to give her a drink at the water tower. She was enjoying herself until Oliver pulled in beside her. It's a good thing I don't have ears. Oliver, dearie, what on earth was that?
Sorry, Rosie. Just feel a little stiff. Haven't felt the same since that accident with the flood a few weeks ago. Just need a minute before I take my train back up the line.
His crew disagreed. Sorry, old boy. Might take us a while to put some life back in your joints. We're gonna have to ask another engine to take your train. What? Oliver protested. Who are we gonna find at this hour? Duck's on the other side of the branch, and Donald and Douglas are busy with the ballast runs. I could take it, Rosie volunteered. You sure? Yeah, it'll be fine. It's been a while since I've been out of the yard anyway. I could use a stretch of the old wheels. Oliver thought about this for a moment. Alright then. I'll take over your shunting while you're gone. Just make sure to be careful. All the sporadic rain we've been getting for the past few weeks have been damaging the tracks. Alright, I will. Thank you, Oliver. And she puffed away excitedly. Things went well at first. Isabel and Dulcie were quiet all the way, and Rosie was enjoying herself. She'd hardly been down Duck's branch line before, and admired the clean sandy beaches and the beautiful orange sky. I can see why Oliver likes this place so much. It's just like being on holiday. Well, as Duck always says, remarked Isabel, a change is as good as a rest. Rosie wasn't listening. She was still admiring the scenery. She started to think a holiday wouldn't be too bad. Maybe if there's a nice siding around here, I could just look out at sea, watch the children playing all day, and just look out at the blue horizon without a care in the world. She would see the blue horizon soon enough. Look out! Warned her driver. Oh! The line ahead had sunken into the sea. No one was hurt. Both Isabel and Dulcie stayed on the rails with all the passengers intact, but Rosie stood there beached. Luckily, Douglas was nearby. He brought some workmen to look at the damage. Oh dear, they said. We'll have to close the line. Take the coaches away, Douglas. Wait a minute, what about me? Winced Rosie. We'll need Harvey to get you back on the rails, but he won't be here till morning. Sorry, Rosie, you're going to have to stay here for the night. Ha! Well, at least you get that holiday you always wanted, eh? Chuckled Douglas, and he puffed away. Rosie's holiday was anything but relaxing. She had lost count at how many times the sea splashed her in the face. The night was cold with stinging wind, and there were crabs playing around near her wheels. When Harvey came by morning, she was exhausted. Oh, finally! Please, please get me out of here! It wasn't easy. Her wheels had sunken into the sand overnight, so the workmen had to dig her out. After enough hassle and arguing, temporary rails were slipped under her, and Harvey was able to hoist her back onto dry land. The Fat Controller was there to meet her. The accident wasn't your fault. You were just the first engine unlucky enough to discover the broken line. But, all the same, I do hope that in future, you will be more careful. The beach may seem like a lovely place, but playing in the sand is for children, not for engines, Rosie. Yes, sir, winced the tired engine. A few days later, Rosie was repaired and returned to the harbour.
Well, look who it is,
grinned Henry.
Glad to see you're back, Rosie. Did you enjoy your holiday?
No, she said bluntly. Staying by the beach for a few days, I don't get why people do it. That wasn't relaxing at all.
Well, maybe you should listen to Duck in future. You know what he says. A change is as good as a rest. But all the same, this place was in shambles without you here. Oliver couldn't shunt if his life depended on it. Oh. Although, if you ever want to spend more time at the beach, do me a solid and bring me back a postcard next time.
But Rosie is quite determined that there isn't going to be a next time.